Down there you can see a small spot fire around this pole, and it's unburned here. And then we have another small spot fire here, and it stops right there. And then there's a third one right down there. And we're in Utah, northern Utah, on US 92. You can see how it's burnt the pits out here. There we go. How awesome sauce is that? So I'm gonna just run back here and show you this other one, but the burning along the bottom of the poles, you can see how it's burnt out another pit here. And the spot fires, there's 3 of them, 3 separate fires right here. And you can see it probably happened a year ago because some of the foliage is grown back in. But along here, they're not burnt. And then the next spot fire, this one's not burnt, none of those poles are burnt. The next spot fire starts right here. 90% of the plasma fire videos I've done are roadside, right next to the road, which means millions of people pass by the same thing that I do and don't think twice. It's like they've abandoned their critical thinking abilities and traded it in for slogans like Fire NATO, Fire Season, Diablo wins. So that one is exactly the same as that one. And that one. So, as a pattern-seeking primate, I would expect my fellow primates to spot some of the same patterns. That was kind of... So over here, this one's got a lot of intense burning. Like here. This one's got some pits burned in it. Bottom of the pole. Ooh, now this is something new. Look at the hole. It removed that dirt. I'm gonna include a link in the description where the trees all have exactly this hole blown out around them near Flagstaff, Arizona. It's called Fiery Sermon from the Valley of the Shadow of Death. And since we're coming up on Christmas time, the sermon that I give in that video is appropriate. It's all about Christmas. Get your Santa on.
Continue on US 91 north for 1 mile.
So, I'm 95% certain that that happened due to the fire because there's trees that all have a ring blown around them, holes blown in there big enough I stick my foot right in the hole that's blown out around the edge of the trees. I suspect that's what's happened here also. See that? That's my fog breath. Because it's a little bit coldy. Anyway, so you can see that this fire stops right there. And the burning of the bottom of the poles will also stop right there. The other thing to notice is that it stays right along the fence line plus 10 feet out. Everything from here up is unburned, and everything on that side is also unburned once you get a few feet that direction. Even though this happened a little while ago and some has grown back in, you can tell the difference between what burned and what didn't. And fire goes uphill, so it would naturally burn its way all the way over to there if it were a normal fire, but it's not. It's one of these. where you get the pile of ash in the middle. With the unburnt foliage around the edge. I still haven't gone to take the video yet, but in Provo Canyon, the trees do the same thing. You can see this one's got the same thing going on. It's got some ash in there, not quite as much. The unburnt around the edge. Ash in the middle, unburnt around the edge. This one doesn't have a hole around the bottom. That hole around the bottom, I'm pretty sure, is due to the fire. So you can see that it's just burnt right here on this strip up to there. Unburnt on the back side, relatively, compared to the front side. And also only up to there. Notice what it did to the sign right there. Cut a burn line right through it. So you'll notice also that the spot fire stops right there. And right about there. Right there, that line right there. Just the other side of that line is unburnt grass. This side is the burnt grass. And I'm seeing these little spot fires in the center median and off to the side of the road in increasing numbers. Hugely increasing numbers.